In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you guys a discovery call I did with one of these fuckface marketing guru companies as they try to sell me their online lead generation services. Yeah, that's going to go real well. And then we're going to unpack Apple's newest announcement of their streaming fitness content and what it means for your microgyms in comparison, shitty at-home workouts. Guys, grab the popcorn. This is the What the Fuck Gym Talk Show. What is up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Here we are with episode number 3. I actually had a client send me a little bit of bourbon. I'm typically a whiskey guy. For those of you guys who don't get it, bourbon is from Kentucky, whiskey is from Tennessee, but if it's that brown, golden liquid sunshine, I'll fucking drink it. So in today's episode, we've got some fun. We're going to cover pretty much let's do a little more. Yeah, we're going to need it for this first part. Yep. That's how we get the morning started. Okay, recently I've been getting stalked, just like many of you have, by one of these fuckface marketing guru companies. Their ads have just been following me through Instabook and Facegram and just all through the social medias. And so I said, fuck it. If you want me that bad, let's get on a discovery call. So I went ahead and had my general manager, Isaac, her name is Sarah, but I call her Isaac, and I had Isaac book this initial discovery call with a company called North Flow Consulting. And if you actually get into it and you take a look at North Flow Consulting, you'll find that they transform fitness businesses. And when you read a little bit more about them, we learned that North Flow helps fitness businesses with obtaining constant member and profit growth, using a predictable system to get new high-value clients every month. Well, that sounds too good to be true. So I needed to go ahead and find out for myself. So we get this discovery call booked, and then I do a little bait and switch, right? These guys are familiar with bait and switch. And instead of Sarah being on the call, it was me.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker!
And we got going back and forth with questions, and I got to know about their business, and they got to know a lot about my business, and it got really entertaining. I thought you guys might like to watch it. Here, check this out.
There's no Sarah today.
No, Sarah will not be on. Sarah's one of my general managers, and she's busy doing just a bunch of bitch work. So I like to keep her fucking busy doing all the shitty bitch work possible, and let Daddy do the real shit.
Yeah, I totally get it. That's cool. What we typically do on these calls, Stuart, is I'll start off by asking you some questions.
First off, that's not what I was expecting. Right now, again, I realize that to be a digital marketer, you don't have to look like a fitness guy or a guy who's ever stepped foot into a gym. I just wasn't, number one, expecting this British Ichabod Crane-looking motherfucker to be on the other line, right? Like when you go to the page and you actually look at the actual page, they've got pictures of this guy. I was expecting that guy. Like, that looks like a guy, I don't know, he's got this office in the back. It looks like there's people working. They've got multiple monitors. They got to be doing important shit if they got multiple monitors. Denim jacket. Like, I'm all for it. Like, that was the guy I was expecting. Now, there's nothing wrong with this guy. Nothing wrong at all. I don't know. He just kind of looks a little bit like, I don't know, he enjoys a good needle every now and then. I don't know. But anyway, there's just something was a little bit off-putting from the jump. But I said, Stuart, listen, do not judge a book by its cover. Who are you to judge, you redheaded ginger fuck?
Oh, sick. Gross.
Let's give this guy a shot. Don't worry about what's on the side of his face. It's probably some kind of genetic rare disease he has. You should probably donate to whatever cause and wear the ribbon. Just give him a shot. Let's see if he can get you those high-value clients every single month.
And then if it sounds like we're a good fit, I'll explain what we do. You can ask any questions and decide to move forward if you think it's a good fit, if that works with you.
What we're looking to do is we're really looking to take it to the next level. I did the thing with Alex Hormozy, and that mustache-wearing motherfucker fucked me in the ass so hard. No lube, no dinner. Are you familiar with Alex Hormozy?
What happened?
And real quick, just let me go on the record. I know Alex. I've interviewed Alex on my podcast. I think Alex is a brilliant businessman. I use him a lot of my content when I'm referring to these fuckface marketing gurus because he is the godfather of this digital marketing to microgyms genre arena. He did it better than anybody. And he's probably the origin for what guys like this want to be like. Like, they probably look to what Alex has done, and that's what they mimic and chase. So I want to let everyone know, while you might have used Gym Launch, one of Alex's companies, and maybe, you ethically didn't like it, or you're not a fan of his mustache, whatever it is, my purpose in using Alex here is mainly for comedic relief, and I know this motherfucker has definitely been jerking off the pictures of Alex in his basement. Sorry, his mom's basement.
Hey, Ma! Can we get some meatloaf?
All right, back to it. So Alex Hormozi owns a company called Gym Launch. Have you ever heard of Gym Launch?
Yeah, we've bought the program before. Yeah, 17 grand. So.
Yeah, just fucking people left and right. Why would that guy buy the program? Huh? That's interesting. Why would he buy Alex's program? It doesn't, well, he obviously doesn't own a gym. Like that's very obvious. Why would he buy the program? I wonder.
I'm gonna steal all your stuff.
Oh well. Just fucking with an AIDS dick. It was horrible. Anyway, do you think his mustache is real? I sometimes question whether that mustache is real.
I think his mustache is, but not his biceps.
So yeah, I went the Gym Launch route, and it was like giving my gym syphilis.
In terms of the people that do train with you, what sort of people do you want in the door?
We want people, I don't really want to have to tell them a lot. I don't want a bunch of fat, lazy Sallys in here that don't know a thing about fitness, and it's their very first time ever coming in, and I've got to teach them everything. That's not what we want. We want someone coming here. We want the young and the sexy. We want people wearing Lululemon and sports bras. People who, like, they do CrossFit and they do obstacle course racing. We need those hard bodies. Like, I joke around that...
Hey, Sally's in class and her knees are bothering her.
Sally's knees are bothering her?
So what should we do?
I don't know. Just have her lie in the fucking ground or something. Tell her to roll around. See, that's what I'm fucking talking about. Like... My favorite is just like his blank stare reaction, almost maniacal lunatic, like just this blank stare as I'm sitting there and obviously, kicking off a skit with Isaac about some client in the gym that I'm telling just to roll around, and he just doesn't break face. He's so concerned about this sale. It like doesn't bother him at all that I just said to take this obese fat woman named Sally, and because she can't do a squat because her knees hurt, just to have her roll around on her fucking stomach, and he doesn't even break stride. His commitment to this sale is pretty impeccable. We have these fucking Sallys that come in here and they can't do things. They're too big. I'm just like, what am I supposed to do with you? I can't fix your shitty genetics. So we want hard bodies. We want people in there that are already athletic. So we want to tailor to that. Like, we want the gym to be like a 3D Tinder. We want people coming in who want to fuck, run red lights, and do fitness.
I like that. So there's a very specific demographic.
Yeah, I like that. Very specific demographic. Fuck, run red lights, and fitness. I got it. Let me write that down. We can do the Facebook algorithm specifically for that. Like, from the jump, right? I'm obviously trolling this dude, but from the jump, any of you guys who actually get on calls with these dudes and you start saying shit and they're instantly reply, like, is there never like a moment where you're like, I don't know, just something about this guy is just really, really full of shit. I mean, obviously I'm really full of shit on this call, purposely, right? For the funny factor. But this, like, as you go through, I just want you to watch how easily and quickly he placates me and agrees with me and just is like, oh, yeah, we could definitely do that. It just, as it goes down, I just am asking myself in my head, like, at what point does a real person, like a real gym owner on this phone call, realize this is such a fucking sham? I don't want any old that we can just off them. Hopefully COVID gets the rest of those fucking old bastards out of here. I don't want any of the fat ones. I want them right there in the middle. If I got into this industry to make money, not to become a fucking professor of kinesthetic movement.
So walk me through the sales process in the gym. How do you take someone who's a complete stranger and convert them into a member?
So we have them come in for their first trial day. And when they come in, we have them show up 15 minutes early. We give them a full tour of the facility. We explain our workout. We show them to their space. Everything is spaced out for COVID. Everyone's got their own individual spot and all that, and wipe all the stuff down. But honestly, we're not really cleaning shit anyway. That stuff is so fucking stupid. And then the workout hits. And like we all know, workouts are like drugs. So we get them all fucked up on this really good drug. They got dopamine going, adrenaline, serotonin. They're all just jazzed up. It's like slipping them a Mickey. And then at the very end, we're like, hey, you want to fuck, but buy. And they're just so fucking out of it from the workout. We just have zapped the shit out of them. I've literally made them do burpees till they've literally questioned their fucking religion and want to throw up on the ground. And afterwards, like, yeah, I'll buy whatever. Just can I get home and I just need to lie down on the ground? But that's essentially the sales process. That's why we don't want the old people, because I don't want the spousal objections. I don't want to have to worry about your husband didn't come. And now I got to be like, so as we're going through this, you're kind of getting the idea. I'm just kind of trolling this guy, busting his balls. I'm really just curious what the feedback is when he were to get like a bombastic, client like myself on here. And I wanted to really feel how much pushback I'd actually get, right? Like how much would this guy be like, dude, that sounds exactly why you're not making any money. You're running a shit gym. You're treating your overweight clients like crap. You have a horrible attitude and outlook on this entire thing. And I completely question your ethics as a business owner. Like I was really trying to push him to that level and see if that would happen. But like I said earlier, his commitment to the sale of this is absolutely unwavering. And I mean, look at this guy. He's even hydrating in the middle of the sales pitch. So he's just like gearing up. He's like the Michael Jordan of fuckface marketing gurus here, ready to just fucking go all in, tongue out, dunk on my fucking face, and close my gym on this sale. All right, well, do you get permission to buy the groceries at the fucking grocery store, or does daddy have to be there to buy you the groceries too? Like, I don't want to have to hard close people like that, but if I have to, I will. We've made a few moms cry, but I don't want to keep doing that. That's why I don't want any more of those old bitches in here. I just want the young people in here with no boyfriend, no husbands, no significant people in their life to make their financial decisions. I want them young, dumb, and with full bank accounts.
Understood. So let's say you get 100 people in the door, ideal clients within that demographic you've just chosen.
The only issue with that at the end of the day, that's a whole division of the business. That's my time. That's my staff's time. That's coaches' time. Because coaches aren't marketers, right? That's not their job. Their job isn't to run the marketing and create the click funnels and landing pages. I don't care how many of Russell Brunson's books they've fucking read. They're never going to be able to. That's just not what they do. They do better coaching and and sleeping with the clients. That's it. That's what they do best.
Be completely transparent off the bat. We don't offer done for you services where it's kind of like we manage it for you.
But you'd educate my guys so they're not having to waste the time to research it themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
I want them to learn, but I got one guy, like Deuce is my guy who does it, and he's just a fucking Muppet. Is that what you guys call him, Muppets? He's a goddamn, he's a fucking Muppet. I try to teach him, and I make him listen to the Alex Hormozi podcast, and he's read Russell Brunson's book. I even one time at ClickFunnels, at one of the funnels conferences, I tried sneaking him into Russell Brunson's fucking changing room just so we could maybe sniff his panties or something to get a real good fucking idea, and this guy doesn't get it. So... And Deuce, if you're watching this, I'm just joking. Deuce is actually really good at his job. And I've never taken him to a ClickFunnels concert and tried to sneak him in the back of Russell Brunson's changing room to sniff his panties. But now that I'm thinking about it, Deuce, I think we got a field trip coming up.
The way that works at the moment, as we ease out of the lockdowns, we generate leads, but then we install a contingency. So if someone uses the excuse, I don't want to die, then we say, okay, I get you don't want to die, but you're going to die if you don't sort your health out. So why don't we take you online instead?
And sometimes you want them to die. Like some of the people, you're just like, fuck it, I don't care. We need a purge anyway.
I mean, yeah. So we automate that sucker immediately off the bat.
Yeah,
so
I'm not trying to personalize any of this communication. You guys have the robots that do it or the bots. Will it field live questions? So what happens if one of these fucking Sallys are we remind them of their appointment and they're like, yeah, well, do I have to wear a mask? What does the robot say then? Does the robot just say no, stop being gay, you don't have to wear a mask? Or does it say I can't answer that, kind of like Siri would? Who is filtering out and making sure that the fat Sallys don't get in the door?
Yeah, sure. So it all starts with the targeting.
The targeting there is really interesting. That's something we've never really done. Wait a minute. Can we just go back for a second? We need to go back to this part. Does anyone just take a look at this scene? The art of selling fitness gym growth accelerator trademarked with a TM. Did they really trademark with the NFL looking logo on the far left? Really, is that trademarked? The targeting there is really interesting. That's something we've never really done. But the more I think about it, I mean, it's if we could target the eating disorders, if the wannabe Instagram famous people, dudes with self-esteem issues because they have small calves.
Yeah. You can really drill it down.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's not like you can put in 28-year-olds with daddy issues, but in an Amex that, their parents gave them. Does the algorithm recognize? So let's say we know that people who are fucking retarded buy apple cider vinegar, toxic cleanses. Can I target people because I know they're really dumb since they bought an apple cider vinegar toxic cleanse and target them? Because if they're dumb and spend their money on that, I could probably sell them on my thing.
Yeah, man, the sky's the limit.
The fucking sky's the limit. Bob's your uncle, Franny's your aunt, whatever kind of other fucking British shit people say. I will say British people like fucking Guy Ritchie films are my favorite because of the way they talk.
You look like a boxer.
But listen, to North Flow Consulting, right? And everybody looks like North Flow Consulting. This is your PSA. To someone like me that really loves the art of branding and marketing, this here is just such a fucking joke that I just want to tear down that entire institution of these fuckfaces. And I won't stop making these segments until they're just a complete laughing stock and nobody takes these fucking ads seriously. Alrighty, enough with the fuckface marketing gurus. Let's go ahead and move on to Apple's newest announcement. So if you haven't heard, over the past week, Apple announced their emergence officially into the online fitness content game with Fitness Plus. It's pretty big news. Even the Peloton CEO went on the record and said that Apple's entrance into this marketplace is a legitimization of fitness content, which is a pretty big statement coming from a company who has over 1 million subscribers to their hardware-software platform. But he's not wrong. Their product, Fitness Plus, it looks fucking legit. Have you seen it yet? No? All right, check this out.
Workout, trainer, time, music.
You're halfway.
Workout, trainer, time, music. Workout, trainer,
Thank you for sweating out with us.
time, music.
Workout, trainer, time, music. Workout, trainer, time, music. Workout, trainer, time, music. Workout, trainer, time, music. That shit's catchy. Okay, so workout, trainer, time, music. They've made it as simple as possible to get anyone started with it. Anyone who has an iPhone, right? For all you poor people that text with green bubbles, this isn't for you. But for those of you guys who have an iPhone or an Apple Watch or a MacBook product and you're already brought into the Apple family with one of your pieces of hardware, Apple now not only owns the hardware just like Peloton does, but they own the piece of hardware that you're using all the fucking time. So I think we can all appreciate the magnitude of one of the world's largest companies ever getting into the online fitness space. But what does that mean for you? What does that mean for your microgym and your effort in putting out online fitness content? My assumption here is that many of you guys watching this started creating some level of online fitness content when COVID hit and your gym was forced to shut down. We used it as a saving tactic, right? It was a survival mechanism to keep people from canceling. But I know a lot of you have actually been able to grow this thing into a viable business model. And some of you have even gone all in on the online thing. And then here comes fucking Apple with their big ass $2 trillion dick walking in and fucking up the landscape for you. So let's go ahead and discuss what this actually means. If you're still in the brick and mortar world, brick and mortar will continue to be a successful, viable platform, in my opinion. It will continue to be the preferred choice for many, but not all. The demand for in-person fitness has certainly seen a temporary shrink, and I don't think it's over quite yet. But also on the other side, the supply of in-person fitness has also experienced a temporary shrink as gym owners are throwing in the towel left and right. For those of us who are still in the battle and fighting, COVID and the silver lining of COVID, I would say, catapulted us 5 years into the future. Because I think we can all agree that in 2020, we should give our clients a digital option to follow along when they can't make the gym or when they're traveling or when the baby's crying. That should be something that we offer. We're in a world just run by tech, but the brick and mortar fitness world thinks they're exempt from offering that to their customers. I'm actually pretty happy that this happened via COVID. And there had to be one good thing that came out of it. It's microgym owners being forced to level up to a 2020 world. Now, if you're still creating online content, you know how much work goes into it. it is a massive undertaking because we're generally well under-resourced and under-knowledged in this area. And now Apple's going to show up, and there's going to be an amazing high-quality option for online fitness at everyone's fucking fingertips. So how do you compete with that? The answer is you fucking don't. You don't compete with a $2 trillion company. They're going after a broad avatar that's looking for low-cost tech integration, and they don't want to have to buy expensive hardware like what Peloton offers. That's not your avatar, guys. That's not who you're going after with your online fitness content. Instead, what you need to do is harness the thing that made you a successful local shop in the first place and bring it online. But trust me, I know getting started with all this stuff is tough. You got video and audio and lighting and just background. Like, you were constantly having to YouTube how to do all this shit that you were never set up for success for in the first place. And for many of you guys, you might be in a position where you are lacking profitability and you need to question and have a good heart-to-heart with yourself. Are you even in the right place to be playing that game? Do you need to just batten down the hatches and weather the storm and focus on your in-person experience? Because even prior to COVID, you were barely surviving as it is. Yes, that's right. Some of you guys are not set up to venture into the game of creating online content. Now, for those of you who are choosing to go all in on it, you are providing this to your clients, you're also open as an in-person fitness experience now. You've taken on this massive undertaking. You've leveled up your client experience essentially overnight. And I'm sure over time, your content has evolved. It went from really shitty to, hey, this is actually pretty good. So during the whole pandemic, I've been looking at various different microgyms, from the big box models to the boutique sexy brands to the CrossFit gyms and the yoga studios. And I've been looking at what everyone's been producing from an online content perspective. And I've broken it down into 4 different levels of quality. Let's see where yours fits in. First, we've got Untouchable. These are your crazy large companies, your Pelotons, your Mirrors, your Tonals, your Fitness Plus, the mega brands that we shouldn't even try to step into the ring with. And then we've got Pretty Fucking Good. And companies like NC Fit, Alchemy Anywhere, Tonehouse TV, they've all put together amazing streaming on-demand packages, and in my opinion, look just as good as the mega brands. Then we've got, well, it's a start. This is those of you guys who are still offering shitty Zoom classes and crappy live streaming options. And then we have, are you fucking kidding me? These are the coat hanger abortion attempts at creating online fitness content with just no effort put towards them whatsoever. So there you have it. Those are my 4 different quality tiers for online fitness content. I'm curious as to what your microgym currently has or how you would grade yourself on that spectrum. But one thing's for sure, the results do speak for themselves. Those who get to the pretty fucking good category are actually having a good run at this whole online thing. They've created separate revenue streams. They're actually able to bring in new clients once their brick and mortar opens back up, and their current clients have a completely upgraded experience now that they can take home or to the hotel or to their grandma's house during the holidays this fitness experience. They're not treating it as just a COVID Band-Aid. They're going ahead and saying this is a revenue stream we should have here in 2020, and we're going to go ahead and continue to offer this. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking to yourselves, fuck that, I'm not doing this, my gym's open, I'm going back to normal, and that's fine, do you, boo-boo. But for those of you guys that are on the fence about it, here are the 3 reasons I think you should strongly consider keeping an online revenue stream for your fitness services. Number 1, it is going to keep retention high for any customers who choose not to come back into your building during the pandemic state, during the flu season, whatever still lies ahead for us in this whole coronavirus new world, it's going to help keep your retention rates high. It also allows you to have a hybrid offering so that when Sally can't make it to class, she doesn't have to chalk it up as no fitness today. She's still able to go home and knock out an express 20-minute workout with your on-demand services with the company that she already knows and trusts. And then the kicker, now you're able to market to individuals who are not ready to come back into a brick and mortar yet. They're not comfortable yet. However, they know at some point they are going to want to integrate back into an in-person fitness experience. And wouldn't it be great if they were able to go ahead and join the brand that they've been following along from the safety of their own home, go and see the instructors they've been watching on their screen? There is certainly a market of individuals who don't want a Peloton instructor or Fitness Plus instructor in some studio in LA or New York. They want a local representative, a local trainer, someone they might bump into at the grocery store, a brand that they can tell their friends they associate with locally. And then whenever they're ready to get back into the gym, who is the first company they're going to think of when it comes to rejoining the in real life fitness experience? Yours, motherfucker. Yours.
You're goddamn right.
So, with Apple ushering out what probably will be the most widely used fitness streaming service on the planet, does this mean anything for you? In my opinion, I don't think so. It simply reinforces that online fitness is now part of the status quo. And Apple's done it before. Do you remember when AirPods first came out and you're like, what are those cigarette-looking douchey things in your ears? And now everybody has them? Apple is amazing at pushing things out to the masses, and now people are going to be more aware of online fitness streaming services in general. And that's where your brand comes in. And I want to remind you of something. You as a microgym owner have always been up against the large big box status quos. You've been up against the Gold's Gyms, the YMCAs, the P90Xs. You've always been going up against these giant brands that have way more reach than you ever will. But you were able to go ahead and use the awareness that those big box brands created, and you were able to siphon your microgym from that. Those big box brands and what Fitness Plus is going to do for the online fitness scene is your opportunity to go ahead and pull and extract customers who dabbled in online fitness and were introduced to it by one of these big box companies, but then they were looking for more. They were looking for something more tribal. They were looking to get their Maslow's hierarchy on and really find somewhere that made them feel complete, made them feel like they belonged. That is the fucking secret weapon to microgyms and the smaller models. Hopefully you're smart enough to be participating in local in-person guerrilla marketing tactics. You've got a great organic marketing plan. You've created some level of resonance with all the individuals in your hyper-local market so that they've heard of you. And now they're hearing of your online fitness service as well. And then if you parlay that with a unique belief in fitness and your online content constantly discussing how your way of doing things, how your workout is actually unique and different than the vanilla flavored fitness that's being offered on Fitness Plus, they might just go ahead and take a peek of interest with you and give your thing a try. Because in the world of online fitness, they've got to be vanilla. To reach that many people and have that broad spectrum of an avatar, they've got to be the vanilla ice cream. And your brand could be fucking pistachio. So stop stressing, because nothing's changed. You're still a small fish in a really big fucking pond. And whether you sell your services online or in person, your superpower has always been and will continue to be your ability to carve out a very particular niche that will always be overlooked by these gargantuan big box companies. So guys, that's it. Thank you for watching episode 3 of the What the Fuck Gym Talk show. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a great fucking day.